everyone, Sparkle Sprinkly here. I am busy getting this haul put away. I'm working on greeting cards back here in the background. This one is so damaged. I've got some more work to do on it, so I've got it laid here on the table so it doesn't get, I didn't feel comfortable putting it on my rod yet. So I just kind of laid it here on the table out of the way. I have gotten a good bit of comments, y'all, and I'm wanting to address some of them, just kind of go through them with you, but in case you don't see those comments and you might have some of the same questions, I want to go ahead and just kind of answer those while I'm back here cutting my greeting cards, getting them put into the bags and working on those. I'm kind of doing it one thing at a time. Right now I'm working on the greeting cards, getting those stored away. Then I'm going to work on the off canvases and get those put away. And then I'll start probably putting the 30 by 30s in my binders. Then I'll move on to the large ones. Y'all, my filmed stack has gotten too tall. It is starting to tower over. So I've got to take the day, and that's what today is going to be, trying to get as much of this put away as I can. My goal is greeting cards and off canvases today. That is my goal. If I accomplish even just the greeting cards, I've made a dent into this. So I'm just going to kind of, I've got some of these questions written down from comments that I've gotten asked more than once. So y'all, if you have questions, let this video be the video that you ask the questions. Okay, and I will take those and I'll do another Q&A in, the near future. Y'all, I have got some pretty exciting things headed your way in January of 2026. I'm planning out a video and I'm going to put it out the 1st. I'll have 2 videos that day. I think what I'm going to do is the first video will be the plans for the channel moving forward. And then film the video for the haul that day and put it up later that afternoon. So that's my plan. So I've got some exciting things coming your way. I see your comments, I hear you, and I am going to try to fulfill those needs the best that I can. One thing I want to talk about is subscribers. Y'all, I never dreamed that this channel would be where it is 2 months and maybe a week into this. I never dreamed. Okay, I'm seeing that a little less than half of my viewers are not subscribed. If you would, I would appreciate it. I would love to have you join this channel. The reason being is the more comments I get, the more I know what I need to be doing to add things into this channel. I don't want this just to be a haul channel. There are plenty of those out there, okay? This channel is going to be different. It just is. Squares are coming. That is going to be #1 priority starting in January. That is where this channel began. I will discuss this in greater length in the video that I'll put out January 1st. But the squares are coming. But I do have some pretty exciting things heading your way, and I'm excited for it. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. #1, that helps, or the YouTube algorithm, to push my videos further out to further people. And the more people I reach, the more comments I get and the more nuggets I get of what I need to do. So if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to join us here. The video will be January 1st. I'm just kind of working on my side table back here in the background. So, this is not something that you can see. I'm moving around this room. It's not something that I can video. You wouldn't be able to keep up with me. I'm having to get up and go get bags and get this and do that. So I'm just going to kind of chit-chat in the background here. I'm very excited about what's coming. I had no plans for this channel other than squares and show you some hauls along the way, but focus on squares. But now I see your comments and I see other places that I can move this to and add in, and I'm very excited about what's to come, and I will share that with you January 1st. Okay, let's get to some questions that I get. The first one I see, maybe once or twice, is, do I buy larger paintings anywhere else? I do. I have. And I will probably do in the future. Y'all, I have a ton of Diamond Art Club diamond paintings and Dreamer designs and Ever Moments. I don't know if you've ever heard of Ever Moments. They're from AliExpress. I use them. They are very expensive, y'all. I'm talking very expensive. And so I only use them if I have a picture that someone wants done, mostly close friend, family member, something like that, because they are so expensive. So I use those basically for my special orders, where they make customs for me. Diamond Art Club and Dreamers designs, I won't be showing those, mainly because a lot of mine are older and they're no longer being produced. The ones that I do have, a lot of them are out of stock and stay out of stock, and they come back in and they're so popular that they're gone within 30 minutes, that type thing. And I see your comments on these Temu diamond paintings that you can't afford the Diamond Art Clubs or Dreamers designs or the higher ends, so you're relying on Temu. And a lot of you have asked me, where's the store? What stores do you order from? Where did you get this one from? Because I can't afford those, and I like what I'm seeing. So I'm not going to be showing Diamond Art Club and Dreamers designs. There's plenty of other channels for that, y'all. I don't want to be just another YouTube channel. I want this to be a purpose. That's what this was started for. The purpose was squares. How I do squares might help someone. So I don't want to be repetitive of what other people are doing. There's plenty out there for you on Diamond Art Club and Dreamers designs. There's a lot that will show the reviews before they even release. So you've got plenty to find those out there, okay? So I'm not going to focus on the higher ends. Coup Deal is about as high end as I will get for you, mainly because I don't know their prices. My sweet spot is 70 by 70 to 80 by 80, so I don't know what a 60 by 60 or 50 by 50 is, but I mean, you can get a good quality canvas. I've got several Coup Deals, and you'll be seeing those. And I've got a rhinestone when you'll be seeing it, and it's a 70 by 70. And y'all, I loved every minute of working on that diamond painting. That was my first Coup Deals. I've had them for a while. I just haven't worked on one because I just didn't have the mentality or the spirit or something to work on something large. I have just been working on special shapes and things like that probably the last year or so. I just could not focus on something big, but that big one stays on my table in my bedroom, and that was my original table that I've worked on for years until we moved into this room. And I just use that in there simply if my husband wants to watch a movie. He'll prop up in the bed, I'll work on my diamond painting, so it's a slow go on that one. It's not a get down and dirty and let's get this done type thing, so, but I won't be showing the Diamond Art Clubs and stuff stash. I'm just not. Mainly a lot of it too is, like I said, a lot of the things I have, they no longer make them, and I don't want you to see it and want it and can't get it. I know how that feels. But also the price range. I'm seeing your comments that Temu is where you need to be, and that's where I intend to stay. How do I store these paintings? On these larger ones, I have 2 scroll rods that are used for cross stitching that are hung on my rod. And y'all, as soon as I get this place together, it's a disaster in here. Nothing has been put away, and today is going to be focused on beginning that. They hang, anything that's not worked on is hanging from the rods on my wall. I have 2 different sizes, one that holds 60 by 60s and one that holds 50 by 50s, and 80 by 80 to 60 by 60, and then a 50 by 50 for rods on that. I could probably get 60 by 60s on that rod if I wanted to push it, if I needed the space. But I'll show you that in the near future. The 30 by 40s and below go in the binders. I did a video on those. If you didn't see it, go back. Someone asked what binders I use, and that was something I could quickly pull and put on my table right here and show it and not have to, you know, do the room. The greeting cards, I have shown those. I think it was my last greeting card video of the haul. At the beginning, I show you how I store these. And the off canvases go in the mesh bags. Now, that leads us to, someone has asked what mesh bags I use and where do I get them from. I used to get them from Amazon until I found them on Temu. I did go in this morning and look before I made this video, and the mesh bags that I buy, they're no longer available. So I'll try to find you an option, and I'm going to put, after I post this video, I can make a comment. And so it's going to take me a little time, so just wait a little bit for that pinned comment to come up, because I'm going to have to get all the links and everything. So give me a little bit after this post, because it's going straight up when I finish, to get that comment together to give you some links. I will find a good link for Temu for mesh bags, and I will find a good link for Amazon. That way, if you don't shop Temu, you can get them from Amazon. I use the A3s, which are the larger ones, and the A4s. I put all of my off canvases in those A4s, and when I get 5 or 6 Christmas ones, I will put them all in the A3 and make a keychain on it saying Christmas. So they're all 4, 5, 6 are in one bag. The keychains, I get those. I used to get them from Amazon. Now I get them from Temu. I'll leave you links for both of those. The bags for the greeting cards. Like I said, it's the last greeting card video that I did, and I'll show you how I store these. I will leave you a link to the bags in the pinned comment. So like I said, it's going to take me a little while, and I have to wait for the video to post before I can make that comment and pin it. So give me some time. If you're in a rush watching this, come back and I'll have the links there for you. How long does it take me to do an 80 by 80? It depends. Like the 70 by 70 that I'm working on now in my bedroom, I've been working on that one for probably 6-7 months, just off and on. Whenever he watches a movie, that's when I work on it. In here in this diamond painting room, if I'm focusing on something, I can have an 80 by 80 done in less than 2 months. It just depends on how much time I have to work on it. I can get them done pretty quick. Do I seal them? I do. Well, I don't. I haven't been. Let me put it that way. All of my diamond paintings that I have completed that are larger are stored away. Now my husband has recently hung me a long rod on the other side of this room, and my plans are to put grommets through that and hang them from there. So I will be sealing them. The large ones that I have sealed in the past, I will leave you a link to what I do, and I'll put large canvas sealer. And then the smaller canvases and occasionally greeting cards, if I'm gifting them, I'll leave you a link for smaller sealers. Okay, I keep getting this question, y'all, and I don't quite know why. And I'm going to address it here. I'm going to talk about it a little further in the video on January 1st. PR packages. I've had several people ask me, will I be doing PR packages? And they never say because I'm interested in them or because I'm not interested in them. Okay? So I don't quite know what that comment is about or why, but I address it, no, I won't. And I'll go into more detail on this in the January 1st video. Y'all, PR packages are just not my style. Especially now as a YouTuber, as someone that's putting out videos. I've had many channels that I started out watching, and you know, they were doing their hauls and all that, and then they get a lot of subscribers, and either they start contacting, I don't know how PR packages work really, of how to get involved with them, but either they start contacting companies or companies start contacting them, and they start doing, a majority of their channel turns to PR packages. I have found some things through PR packages, don't get me wrong, okay? But it's sort of like, I don't know, I love the process of shopping for these things. I will scroll all day on Temu. I love Temu because I got a 90-day money back guarantee if something's wrong. I'm not in a rush, and I'll get into this a little deeper in that video. But the main thing, y'all, is right now I'm just opening up diamond paintings for you that I have purchased, that I loved enough to bring home to me. I show you the diamonds, and I show you what I think about that diamond painting. When you get into a PR package, I feel like it's a little bit different. You're committed to a company to show that diamond painting and get that on out to your viewers because they sent it to you to show. And especially if it's a new company, to me, I would not feel comfortable opening up a diamond painting from a company that I have never done a diamond painting with. And even if I had done it with the company, if I had done a diamond painting with them in the past, this diamond painting may not be as good as the one I got, and I would rather work that diamond painting before I show it to you and review it to you. And I don't know that these companies want to wait that long for me to get to it, to finish it, to show it to you. I just don't want to sell you something that I don't know that I even like. Okay? And so there are a ton of channels that do PR packages. You've got YouTube is full of them. So you've got plenty of places to watch PR packages. Okay? This channel will not be doing PR packages. I'm just not going down that road. Number one, it's not for me, but it's when I say it's not my style, it's like I said, when I get it, if it's from a new company that I've never done a diamond painting with, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I don't know how the glue's going to be. I don't know what the quality's going to be. I don't know what the diamonds are going to be like. I can look at it and do what I'm doing with these Temu packages, but what is it going to look like when I'm finished? And if I am showing something for a product review, then I feel like I need to work with that product and spend time with that product before I tell you how I feel about it. If that makes sense. And you know, even with coup deals, I've done a coup deal diamond painting, and I've got more coup deal diamond paintings. But are they going to be the same as what mine that I've worked on? And if I were to do PR packages from coup deals, who's to say that I didn't get bad glue or bad diamonds? I don't want to show you something that I don't know is good, even though it's from companies that I've ordered from, you know. Just like with these 80 by 80s that I've gotten from Temu. I don't know how they're going to turn out, but I'm not repping it for Temu. This is something that I chose to purchase. I chose to bring home to me by choice, not because I'm fulfilling something for a company. And so that's just how I feel about it. I don't want to show you something that I don't know how that particular diamond painting is going to turn out. And there are just plenty of other channels. Like I said, there's many that I started watching, and initially they were just, you know, hauls and diamond paintings and showing you what they've completed and showing you what they think they're going to do and all that. And then they get a lot of subscribers and they move to PR packages, and I get it. But that's just not for me to film for you. If I'm going to get a package from a company, and I'm going to show it to you for that company, I want to spend time with that diamond painting before I tell you how I truly feel about it. You're learning by the way that I open these diamond paintings up. I can't tell you how I feel about that until I get those diamonds out and start laying them down on that canvas. So I'm just not going there. So if you're asking because you want PR packages from me, I'm sorry. You've got plenty of other channels to go to. If you're asking because you are hoping I don't go to PR packages, you're welcome. But that's just how I feel about it. I have nothing against PR packages. I have nothing against the channels that do them. It's just not my style. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a break, and I got to put these. I've gotten these cut pretty good. Pretty good pile. I need to get them moved, and I'll have to move away from the camera. You can't hear me because I don't have an external microphone. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, one stack done, next stack working on them here. Okay, let me see what's next. I have, the people have asked about pens and trays and wax and putties. I will be I've used a bunch of different trays, Yellow Dog Designs. There was another company on Etsy that I loved that I used strictly for Tic Tac boxes. A year ago they said it would be back after the first of the year, and they never came back. So, but I have found my tray. After all these years, I finally found a tray that works for all of my containers. Y'all, I will do a what I use and where I get it type thing. This is just things that you were wanting the bags for the greeting cards, because I imagine you've ordered some greeting cards now and you're wanting to know how to store them away. So I feel like I needed to get this on out to you. Trays, I'll get them to you. Pens, I'll get that to you. Putty and wax I've used, and I will pull out all the putty and wax in this house, and I will show you what I have used, what I thought about it. But y'all, now I am pretty much exclusive in e-painter. I use an electronic painting machine. Love it. Did not think I would. When they first come out, I said, no way. I would hate that hose and everything. Y'all, I will never go back. Never. And I have found some sources to get pens for these, whether it be acrylic pens, wood pens, 3D printed pens. So I will get you videos up of one of e-painter pens, one of my e-painter, one of the putties and waxes that I've used, the trays that I've used. I will get a video up later about that. It's going to be a while because I've still got to get through the rest of this haul, the FedEx package, start the squares, all the things. So, but I will get that to you. But as far as putties and waxes, I don't use them any longer. I haven't for a while now. I'm strictly e-painter. And now on the special shapes, there's some that the bigger drills that the e-painter will not pick up. I use the wax pencils for those, and I'll show you those as well. The replacement diamonds for the plastics that I'm always talking about, they will not go on my canvas. There is a video up. It's a brown background with a turkey in the left corner. I say it pretty much every time I say they won't go on my canvas. It is in the playlist. If you scroll to that turkey, it shows you the boxes of diamonds that I pulled out and where I get them from. It's called the Crafts Outlet. And I'll leave a link in this pinned comment for you. Y'all, those diamonds are dirt cheap. I think I got like $250 for $2 of the small ones. And the next size up, I think I got like $150 for $2 something. They were very, very, very cheap. I got every color they've got and the sizes that I would need. I'll leave you a link to that place. Do I keep spares, and how do I store them? It depends. All of my rhinestones and special drills I keep. All of the Diamond Art Club, Dreamers Designs diamonds, Every Moment diamonds, Paint Some Way diamonds, Diamond Art, I keep. This is the first time I've ever ordered full canvas drills from Temu. Coup deals. I keep those. It depends on the quality of these diamonds, on these diamond paintings that I've just ordered for this massive haul. This is the first time I've ever ordered anything like this from Temu. I've always ordered just special shape, greeting cards, and off canvases from Temu. All of my larger diamond paintings always came from Diamond Art Club, Dreamers Designs, Every Moment, Paint Some Way, Coup Deals. Just off the top of my head, I've got a ton of different companies that I've ordered from, just here or there, you know. But this is the first time I've ever ordered anything like this, so I don't know what the quality of these drills are going to be. If they're good quality, I keep them. Okay. If they're not, I don't know. I do have some bad drills that I kept. I do have those, but I don't use them for anything. They're just here. Simply because I never finished the diamond painting because the drills were so bad, and I plan maybe at some point in time to find some replacements and order from a couple of different places, just a bag of each from several different stores, and that way I've got the original drills for those diamond paintings, so I can come up with which store has closest in that die lot to the drills that came with the canvas, and then quickly order what I need, so hopefully the die lot is still the same when I reorder. But it just depends, and how I store them is zippy bags, and I just have them in a plastic container. I don't even know. Let me see if I can pull one of these out over here. Let me set these greeting cards aside here, and let me see. Yeah, I have one right here. I keep a ton of these spares just stacked up over here. It is the Sterilite 7 quart 6.6 liter. I get them from Walmart, and my bags stand up perfectly in this, and I have one for rounds, one for squares. Well, I say rounds. I'm going to have one for rounds. I've got spares over here for that. And as my stack, if I decide to keep any of these round drills from these large diamond paintings from Temu, that I will have a box for those, and they just stack. I have one for special shapes, and I have one for squares, and on my baggie I'll write Diamond Art Club and the number, or Dreamers Designs and the number, or Every Moment and the number. I label who they're from, but they're all in one container in colors. I don't do them by DMC numbers. I do all pinks, all blues, all greens, and that way if I need a green I know where to pull, you know. But yeah, it depends as if I keep those diamonds or not. Let's see. How do I label my diamonds? I'm assuming that this question is, I've talked about with my special shapes, the diamonds go into the binders, and I label the diamonds and put them in mesh bags, and they go in my storage unit. I get labels from Temu. I use red for, if you hear my rooster, you can see it's kind of early here. My roosters are crowing, y'all. They're right outside my window. I guess the husband has let them out this morning, and they're walking around crowing, calling their hens, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, the labels. I get them on Temu. You can get them in red and blue, and I do red for Temu. So when I'm going, because all of my diamonds store together, whether they're from fan sales, GBFKE, or wherever, all of my special shape drills are stored together. All of my full drills, squares, and now rounds with Temu are going to be stored in a different unit. And I'll have a unit for squares and a unit for rounds. And when y'all say units, you'll see when I show you my room. And y'all, it is coming. People keep asking to see my room. I got to get this place cleaned up first. It is a disaster. And I mean, none of my large paintings are on the rods, you know, other than the ones that were so bad that I put them directly on it. The one that's on the table now, I've got some more work to do on it before I'm comfortable hanging it over that rod. But you'll see what I talk about by units, and I'll have one for squares and one for rounds, and my diamonds will just stack in there. And I take the label. The red label is for Temu, and the blue label is for things I do order from fan sales. It's not very often. I've ordered from GBFKE, some. Let's see, what's the other one? Forget the other place. I've ordered from once or twice. Y'all, Temu's my place. Price matches in 90 day if something's wrong, guarantee. I just order from Temu simply for that. But they go in the storage unit, and I'll know the red labels tell me these are all Temu, and that way I know what I'm looking for. So I'll show you how they're stored, but that's how I label my diamonds, and I'll leave the labels and a link down below. Even though you haven't seen how I label them yet, you can see what labels I use. That is all, I think. Let me double check my list here. I made a long, hang on, let me put these greeting cards out of my lap. Let me just kind of go through this. That's about it, y'all, other than you're going to have a, I don't know how long that video is going to be, January 1st, but I'm going to put it up first. And it will be the plans moving forward with this channel. Nothing has changed as far as the squares. Squares are going to be front and center come first of the year. We're going to get started on that square. But there are other things that I'm finding that people need some help with, and I've got some things planned for y'all with this, and I'm going to help you the best I can. And then I've got something really exciting that I've got it ordered. The order is in. It's going to take a while to get here, but I've got some more exciting things coming. I'm just, and it's all from your comments. So that's why I say, you know, a little less than half of my viewers are not subscribed. If you subscribe, then YouTube, if I get, you know, subscribers, I'm not getting subscribers to get PR packages or anything other than. The more subscribers I get, the more YouTube sees me as a popular channel, and the more they push my videos out to other people. And the more people I reach, the more comments I can get of what I can help with. And that's what I want to do, is help. And you'll be seeing that come January 1st in that video of where this is going. So your comments are helping me. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please subscribe. I would love to have you here. Share these videos. The likes also help the algorithm. Y'all, I'm learning all about YouTube now, because I never saw myself as having a growing channel. I never dreamed that I would have as many subscribers as I have today, and I thank you for that. Thank you so much for coming back and supporting me in this. Even though this is not what the channel was started for. The channel was started for the square diamond. So a lot of you are here, and you're going to be getting that here in the next week or two. So, you know, subscribe. I would love to have you. Share. Likes help. Leave me some comments on things that you would like to see on this channel, because y'all, I am not going to be just a haul opener, unboxing channel, a PR channel. That's not what this is going to be. You have plenty of other channels for that. I wanted this channel to be for a purpose. That's the only reason I started this channel. I could have started one long ago and showed you all these diamond paintings that I brought into my home. But that, you've got plenty of other videos and channels that give you hauls. This channel is not going to be just about hauls. You're going to see hauls. Oh yeah, you're going to see hauls. I've got a ton that I've gotten in since I started this massive haul. I have still been ordering, and they're sitting here waiting for you. I order weekly, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. I am on Temu every day. So you'll still be getting to see hauls. Nothing's going to change. I'm just adding other things in based on your comments. So your comments are helping me. So leave me comments of something that you need help with. Y'all, I need help with rounds. Can some of you leave me a comment on this of how do I keep these rounds straight? What's the best way to, I call it my plan of attack here, of these rounds, because I'm determined. I love all these canvases that I bought. I love them enough that I'm determined I'm going to get these rounds to where they don't drive me nuts that these diamonds aren't straight. Leave me some comments if you are, or if you do a lot of rounds. How do you keep them straight? Y'all help me, because this is not just me helping you. Give me some tips, because I need it. Every time I've worked on a round, it was disaster for me mentally, because I couldn't stand it. That's why I had to do. That's why my squares are so straight, and you're going to be seeing that. And I think I'm going to start out by showing you the square that I'm working on now. It's an all crystal. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but that way you can see what I'm talking about, how straight my squares are, and you can see if this series is going to help you or not, and kind of make plans for yourself. If your squares look like mine, then it's probably not going to help you very much. But I'll show you physically show you a diamond painting I'm working on, so you can see what my squares look like, and then decide if this series is going to be for you. And you're going to get a video once a week on it, of my working on it all week, and then you'll know when that video comes out whether you want to watch it or not before you even click on it. Okay, but you're still going to get hauls, but there's going to be more things added in based on your comments. So y'all, please leave me comments under this video of what you need help with, what you would like to see from me, if there's items that you would like to see before you buy, anything that I can add to this channel to help others. Subscribe, y'all. That's going to get the algorithm going to reach more people, to get more comments, so I can help even further. I see this channel more as a help channel and a fill in the gap channel from what else is out there. Okay, and that's what I want this to be about. I don't want it to just be y'all see what I buy. You're going to see me diamond painting, because I'm a diamond painter here. I mean, since I got this haul, I haven't been able to diamond paint much. I've been too focused on videoing every day and learning how to. Y'all, I leaped into this thinking you just filmed a video and threw it up on YouTube. It's not. So I had to learn a lot of things, and it was kind of like, okay, I got this done. Now let me research, how do I do the next step? What do I do next? It wasn't as simple as what I thought, and I'm still learning as I go. I'm still learning. Just like I've now learned that the algorithm picks up on your subscribers and the likes, and that is what tells YouTube that people are enjoying your channel, and it pushes it to even a broader area of people. So that's what we need to do to get me more people in here, so I can get more comments, so I can keep adding new things to this channel based off the comments, because that is what this is going to be. It's going to be a comment driven channel. If you leave me a comment and saying I need help with this, or I would like to see this, or I would like for you to do this, I will do my best to fulfill that. And so that is where this channel will be. It's not going to be your, I don't think, your normal YouTube channel for diamond painting. Someone asked if I would do a live. I don't know how to do lives, y'all. And I'm treading water right now, just learning as I go with this, as I'm going. I will eventually consider doing a live. Yes. This is as close to a live as you're going to get from me right here. While I'm busy slicing these greeting cards and getting me good stacks of them, getting them put in my bags, I can chit chat with you. But as far as sitting down live on the camera, I don't know how to do that. But it's on my notes to learn. So that's what I'm talking about here. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you would like to see. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, please do. Because that's going to help get me a broader audience with newer comments coming in. Because if we stay where we are, I mean, like I said, this channel's growing. I never dreamed it would be growing, and I thank you for that. Y'all have done that. But it's going to get to the point that you don't have much that you need me to help with. So I need a new group coming in. So if you could subscribe, I would appreciate it. Just hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. And it will help YouTube push me further out there to reach more people. I do not have Facebook groups. I may in the future, but right now, maybe after I retire, okay? Because right now I got too many irons in the fire to keep up with something like that. It's kind of like that with PR packages. Too many irons in the fire to keep up with things like that. So, okay, everyone, that's going to be it. I will see y'all tomorrow. My video's already up for the day, so I will see all of you tomorrow. Y'all take care, and y'all have a great, great day. Bye-bye.